Hey, what's up friends? It's Elena and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to be using the Art and Glow resin that I got in my haul the other day. And so we're going to try this out today, continuing with our Galaxy theme. I'm going to be making some coasters today. Well, I'm going to be making a coaster today using this mold. This is a mold that I already had. Like I said before, I'm not a stranger to resin, and I have quite a few molds already, but this is one that I have already, and so I want to try the Galaxy design with this mold. And if I have any left over, I would like to make a jewelry set. So I want to use this circle here along with these two earring molds. And so this mold right here, if you remember, I got in the haul as well. But these earring molds I had previously. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to go ahead and set up my little station, my little area here to get ready to mix up epoxy and get started. Okay, you guys, so I'm back and I have my little setup here. I like to put my epoxy or my resin and the hardener into these containers here. They're just easier for me to work with. These bottles, especially these bottles here, you see this is kind of wide and then the mouth gets kind of small, and so to try to pour, you know, this into here every time, sometimes you may pour too much. You don't really have much control over you know, the liquid when you're trying to pour it out of a bottle like this. And I have other bottles as well. Of the other resins that I use, they're usually really tall bottles as well, and so I just don't like to deal with those. So I put them in these, and I get these from the Dollar Tree. They come 2 in a pack. They're just like ketchup and mustard containers. And so they have them all the time. So I just buy like a bunch of them because when I switch resins, you know, when I get new resin, I like to put them in fresh containers. So, and then I label them like this. Also label the bottoms like that. I like to label what resin it is, and you know, the A and B, which one is A and which one is B, because I do work with different resins. So let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and pour, and then I'm going to mix the epoxy off camera, just because I'll have to put on my gear and I don't want to be screaming through my mask and all that. So when I stop pouring and all that stuff, I'll probably just do a voiceover. But for now, let me just go ahead and start pouring. I also like to label my little cups here, just in case I need to re-pour. Sometimes I will use the same cups just to remix. Sometimes I know they say you shouldn't do that, but I haven't had any problems so far. So, and most of the time I get most of the epoxy out of each cup anyway. So yeah, so let me get started. I'm going to fill this all the way up because I'm going to be using a lot of this today. And I just poured these. I never took these tops off, so so I'm struggling here. And I also need to cut the tip off. I just poured these in here today. Okay, so yeah, I cut off about that much, and I'll have to do that on the other one as well. All right, so I'm gonna take A, and I'm gonna fill it up to 30 ml. And this is really thick and it's really, really clear. I hope this is gonna be a nice resin. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm really excited to use it. This looks super clear, you guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can see how clear it is, if it's picking up on camera, but it looks super clear. Ooh, I'm excited. And sometimes you have to let it level out before you just start continuously adding, you know, resin to your cup, because you may over pour, which is what I almost did. I just need just a couple more drops. to get me there. And I think I'm good there. I always keep baby wipes on hand. I just buy the ones from Walmart just to have clean up quick little messes and stuff. Alright, I'm going to put that off to the side now, part A. And I'm going to take part B. And I'm going to do 30 ml of part B. And you notice how much control I have over the resins using these bottles. You don't have to get expensive stuff to do your crafts, you know? Okay, so I'm going to set these off to the side there. Okay. And I'm going to be using this to mix up my resin today, my epoxy resin. And this is just a silicone, I forget what these are called. Like a beaker type of thing. I don't know. It's just a container that I found, and it has measurements on it here, if you can see. I believe I got this off Amazon as well, and I'll have to look back in my Amazon list of purchases to see if I can get the link for you guys. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description box below for you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start mixing this up. So I'm gonna put on my PPE, and I'm gonna do a voiceover from this point on. All right, so let's get started.
First, I'm gonna pour part A into the beaker, and I'm gonna make sure that I scoop all of it out, all of it. Then I'm gonna pour part B and make sure I scoop all of that out. Yeah, all of it, guys. I'm ready to mix, and I'll set a timer for 4 minutes. And I'll go ahead and just mix that until the timer stops. So now I'll set a timer for 3 minutes and let the resin rest. Once that's done, I'm going to take my little heat gun here and blow out those little bubbles that have settled to the top, and then I'll be ready to pour. Using this royal blue glitter. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to pour that into my first cup. This amethyst sparkly glitter from Walmart, and I'm going to pour that in the next cup. Lastly, we have that star glitter that I got from the thrift store. I don't know the name of it. I don't know where it came from other than the thrift store. Stir each one of the glitters to make sure that they are incorporated into the resin completely. Look at the sparkle on this glitter, you guys. I love this glitter. Blue Jeans is like one of my favorite glitters. I'm using this purple too. Purple is like one of my favorite colors, if you didn't know already. The sparkle on this one, guys. Super, super pretty. Let's start pouring. guys, I realized that you could actually hear me through my mask. So I will be talking again in the video, but I did want to show you guys that there still was not enough resin for these couple of pieces. So I had to wind up mixing up some more resin and pouring more.
So I've already taken some resin and mixed it up to do the backings on the other pieces because it didn't finish. So what I decided to use was some alcohol ink, and I was going back and forth between these two, and I think I'm going to use the black to see how it kind of offsets the other colors. And with this being alcohol ink, it's going to be translucent on the back, so I want to see what kind of effect that's going to give this whole Galaxy design. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in here, and I mixed up a whole lot of resin this time. Let's see, let me pour about 20 ml. Oh, what the heck, we'll go 25. We have a couple of pieces to fill. So I want to use my alcohol ink sparingly because I want this to be sheer, you know, translucent. So I'm going to see where one drop gets me, and then we'll add more if needed. So let's do it. And it's looking green. Well, that's pretty weird. I've never seen that before. And just because it's so like, I have too much resin in this cup to mix this alcohol ink, but we're gonna work it. And that's definitely looking green. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks green. So we're gonna go in with some more alcohol ink. Oh, that's like a slime green. Do 2 more drops. Yeah, it's looking a little darker. Take notes. Don't fill your resin all the way up and then try to mix. So weird that it's coming out green. Like, why is it green? This is called pitch black. That is definitely green. Let's add some more. Okay, so now we're all mixed up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this black / green epoxy onto the backs of these different items. Now I just wanted to show you really quick why I'm doing this. If you can see here how there's still quite a bit of this post that's exposed, and so that makes for like a thin cast. So I just want to make it a little fuller. The same thing for my earrings. Like, one is definitely, you know, has more resin in it than the other, if you can see that. So I want to make them even, and definitely for the coaster as well. If you don't come all the way up in your mold, you'll also get this lip, and so you kind of want it to all level off and just be flat, your surfaces. Otherwise you'll have to like dome them separately or sand them down. So I try to avoid that as much as possible. Sometimes it's inevitable, but of course, you know, if you can do that, you're saving a little bit of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this resin onto the backs. Hopefully this is gonna turn out good. I think even if it does turn out a little green, it probably won't mess it up. It's all art, so, you know, and it's trial and error anyway, so we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna pour this on the back. This looks so green. This is crazy. Okay, now this is going to get interesting here because as you can see, I don't have enough resin in my coaster. So I'm going to have to mix up some more of the black
And hopefully it doesn't turn green this time. So let's do that. Actually, let's spread this out first. Okay, now I'm gonna get a new cup. I don't want to use this green cup anymore. And I'm just gonna go in with my black alcohol. Now, as it's settling, it does look black though. But when you look through it, it looks green in some spots. So it's probably gonna come out better than you really think. But let's go ahead and add this black. Okay, this is still looking green to me. It must be this alcohol ink and the resin. Maybe the two don't mix well. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on that. If anyone is familiar with using this particular alcohol ink, this is the Tim Holtz Ranger brand, and I'm using the Art and Glow resin. So yeah, if anyone's had any fishiness about that, let me know. But look here on the stick, it's now black, but you can see these green tinges. It is so weird. Anyway, I'm gonna let that rest for just a few before I add it to the coaster, because I was mixing that pretty vigorously. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the resin into this coaster here, and it's definitely looking darker now. I think when it's all said and done, it's just gonna be black. It just may have hues of green. Just the back coloring, or one of the base colors in this, and it must be green. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit, let the bubbles rise, and then I'll come back and pop them. And we're just gonna let this sit for 24 hours again, let it cure, and then we'll come back and demold them and see what they look like.
So it's been about 24 hours, and now it's time to demold. Let's get into this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is the coaster, because that was like the main focal point of the video. And let's see, turn it over. I think it's gonna look nice. As you can see, it's not green anymore, it is black. So that's a good thing. I'm happy about that. It's just not as translucent as I would like for it to be, because you know we added all those drops, but it's okay. Let's see how it comes out. It's an experiment, right? Wow, this is looking really sparkly. So, what do you guys think? I feel like with the black background, the blue jeans is actually showing up a little green to me. Can y'all see that? It just looks a little green. And do you see what I was talking about with the holographic glitter? How it kind of like overpowered the stars. So it just looks like just a splash of glitter, and if you look really close you can see the stars in there, but they're not, like you can see that star there really clear, you can see that star there, but you know within the silver you can't really see all the stars. So next time, you know, we'll just use just the star glitter on this, but it still came out really nice. I'm really digging the colors on here, even though it's a little greenish now. It's still looking galaxy-ish to me. So yeah, and if you can see, you know, you can see the sparkle. You can still see the sparkle through here, through the black. It's just not as opaque as I would like for it to be. Oh, hey, see my face there. So yeah, yeah, that's that. So let's go ahead and demold the others. We have the necklace charm. And that is a really pretty mold. Look at how smooth that is. Wow, it's really nice. Okay, here is the pendant, or it could be a keychain.
Same thing. This is kind of showing up a greenish color against that purple. And then the earrings. And I did over pour a little bit, I believe, on this one, yeah, because we can't feel the little post there, so we'll have to drill a hole in there. Oh, but these came out super pretty. Look at that. And that's a little bit more translucent. This is kind of like how I wanted the coaster to come out, but that's okay. Yeah, so that is super pretty. Let's see the other one. Yes. Very, very nice. Let's move the molds out of the way. That is super, super pretty, y'all. Galaxy theme. I think I'm going to try my hand at doing this again with more of a bluish glitter. So we may just do another video with a more blue glitter next time. So yeah, guys. Let me know what you guys think about my Galaxy Resin Coaster and a jewelry set. I will add the findings to these. I do have to get some earring, what do you call it? I guess findings, the earring findings for this. And I'll have to decide what I'm gonna do with this as far as a necklace for that, like some kind of chain for that. So yeah. So if you enjoyed my Resin Galaxy tutorial, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new videos. Don't forget, guys, keep creating and trust your dopeness. Thanks for watching. Bye.